If you've ever watched Alan Becker videos, he has this awesome animation versus animator series, and while watching the latest episode, an idea popped into my head. What if I took that same concept and animated it on Flipaclip, but this time it's Stickman versus Flipaclip? Well, in this video I challenged myself to animate Stickman versus Flipaclip in 1 hour and 24 hours. For the 1 hour challenge, I plan to do something simple. It's not like 1 hour is a lot of time, but I have a simple storyboard. I'll import the Flipaclip background as a screenshot, then animate the character on it. After the character animation, I'll animate the effects. After that, I should be done with the animation. I took a screenshot of my Flipaclip and imported it in as a background. Immediately after, I got to animating my character, the Black Stickman. I wanted him to jump into the scene from the top of the screen. The whole idea for the Stickman's character animation was to get him to jump into the scene, then jump kick the Flipaclip tool sidebar to the ground. As for the effects, I'll go with lightning. After animating the stick figure and his moves, I went on to animate the lightning effect flowing around his body as he's making each move. After animating the lightning, at the point where he jumps off the ground to kick the Flipaclip sidebar, I animate the dust effect come off the ground while he jumps. I animated the lightning on 1s and the dust on 3s because they're a lot slower, and I wanted it to fade off slowly. I cut out the sidebar from the Flipaclip screenshot I took, then imported it on a separate layer to animate it being kicked by the Stickman. It might look confusing now, but you'll get it when you watch the final result. After I had finished the dust animation, I went back to animate tiny rock particles flying out as the Stickman kicks down on the sidebar. At this point, I had spent more than 30 minutes of my time, so I started rushing the animation. I went back to animate lightning on the Stickman after I had finished with the tiny rock particles. Looking back at it now, I probably should have chosen white as the rock color since the sidebar was primarily white anyways. I guess it's too late now. I spent about 20 minutes on animating lightning. After that I exported and edited my project, and this was the result. I guess it turned out okay for a 1 hour attempt. What do you guys think? The 1 hour was decent, but for the 24-hour attempt, I want to go even harder. I have the whole day to come up with something good, and this was the plan. First, I'll animate the red stick figure coming into the home screen and clicking open the Flipaclip app, then he'll mess around with the sidebar, just like in the previous one, but it'll be a little different. I imported my screenshot as a background and got to animating. I animated the red Stickman flipping into the scene. As he lands upright, he kicks open the Flipaclip app. As the Stickman kicks open Flipaclip, I changed the background to a screenshot from an open Flipaclip project to animate on it. Usually when you open the app you would start out with the home screen of the app, but I didn't have the time for that, so I skipped right to animating on an open project background. I animated the red Stickman walk over to the sidebar. He then jumps up to open and grab the pen tool. Right before he jumps, he bends to gather momentum. As he jumps and taps on the pen tool, it opens up the pen options, and while he's still in the air, he grabs onto the sidebar and lands on it. I animated him pulling on the pen tool till it comes off the sidebar and they both fall to the ground. To animate the pen tool coming off the sidebar, I had to use the lasso tool to crop it out and animate it on a separate layer. It took me quite a while to figure this out because it was hard to cut it out neatly without having rough edges, but eventually I pulled through. After the Stickman falls, he does a kip up and comes off the ground with the pen tool in his hands. Don't worry if you can't see it now, I'll add it in later. While he's standing, he stretches out his hands with the pen tool and draws on the canvas. Bro was low-key stylish with it. He flips over to the other side while drawing and lands gracefully. After landing, he throws up the pen tool and jumps in the air for a finisher move. It probably won't make sense now until after I'm done animating, but follow along and watch the process. The finisher move is basically him slamming the pen tool with a weapon he had drawn earlier. I wanted this to build up in slow motion, so I animated it on 3s. After doing his finisher move, he falls to the ground, and with that the character animation is over. The next thing I did was to import the cutout of the pen tool to add it in frame by frame on the Stickman's hand. I animated motion blur at the part where he moves fast right before he does the finisher move, and after that it was time to add heads. Adding the heads took quite some time, so enjoy this short time lapse. I figured the animation would look a lot cooler if I added impact frames, so I locked in and spent the rest of my day animating it. I'll allow you guys to enjoy this short impact frames animation time lapse. If you ever want to learn how to do something like this, be sure to check out the tutorial playlist link in the description below. I cleaned up the impact frames and added in a separate layer to it a glow effect to it. I then animated lightning on another layer and cleaned up the rest of the animation. With this, I was done. I exported the project, edited it, but before I show the result, here's the replay of the 1-hour attempt.